this is an easy trick on how to start creating your guitar melody. What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another video. And in this video I'm going to show you how to create catchy emotional guitar beats in FL Studio, so I hope you enjoy it. This video is also sponsored by Unison Audio, and they just released their new plugin which is called Sound Doctor. And this is an effect plugin which includes trillions of options when it comes to adding effects to your sounds. And I'm also going to use this one in my tutorial. So if you're interested in buying this one, make sure to check out the link in the description. So first we're going to start off with a simple chord progression. So I'm going to open up a guitar and I'm going to use Contact. And you could also use some free guitar plugins, doesn't matter that much. But in this case, I'm going to use a guitar from Ilya Efimov, which is by far my favorite guitar plugin. And I'm going to use the guitar AG. So right now we're going to create a chord progression within a scale. So when you want to create a melody and you're not that confident when it comes to your music theory, this is an easy trick on how to start creating your guitar melody. So right now the plugin opened up. And we're going to open up the piano roll. So in this case, to be clear, we're going to start off at G minor natural. So select this one, and then we're going to start off right here. So G, C, and D. So this is our first chord. So now I'm going to start with the next chord. So pick D sharp, G, and for example, A. And now we're going to pick a chord lower again. So just copy this one. And then we have the choice to start off at C again, but also at D. So for example, this case, let's use D. So make sure to adjust the notes so it fits the scale. So both drag them up, just at random. That sounds great, so copy it, and I'm going to create a repetitive chord progression at the end. So from this chord progression, we're going to build all the melody layers. So right now we're going to just open up a pad. So let's use another synth from Contact. So I just figured out the 4 of these very own keys include some awesome presets. So let's open up this one. So let's use this Medicine preset and then just copy this one into this one. Maybe add one note right here to make it a little bit more interesting. And right now we're going to also strumize the melody by pressing Option R. Make sure to preserve N. So we still have a 4-bar melody, except. So this one already sounds awesome. So right now I've lowered down the velocity sum of the notes, which is basically the volume, and that's it. So let's move on to the guitar melody again. So right now it's pretty easy to chop up the melody. So right now make the notes shorter. And we're going to build a simple rhythm, which is used in a lot of guitar melodies. So I'm going to create a rhythm like this. So 3 steps are divided by 2 notes and then just 1 step which is following 1 note. So by adding notes like this, we're creating this rhythm. So let's just copy this one. You could just remove this. So we're gonna just follow the lowest note. And now we're gonna play around with the upper notes. And you could just drag it around the way you like it. So with this one, make sure to still draw within the chord progression you've already created, just to keep it pretty easy. There you go. So do it again. So as you can see, this way it's pretty easy to create a guitar melody. So let's listen to it. Maybe add some more notes. So as you can see, pretty simple, right? So right now I want to randomize this one. So we're using the randomizer, and then always I lower it down. I just like it when notes feel a little bit softer. And now we're going to create a second layer. And this will be the main melody. So we're just going to clone this one. I'm just going to use the guitar AG again. I've enabled ghost notes, so if the ghost notes are not popping up, which is, by the way, an easy trick to apply. When it comes to creating melodies, you select View and then select Ghost Channels. So when you're creating everything in, for example, pattern 1, as I'm doing right now, the ghost channels will pop up from all the other elements. So right now we're going to just start off at a random note. So you could just pick every note, for example. Let's start off with this D. maybe 1 octave lower. Maybe adjust this one. Of course, lower down the volume a little bit. So right now I've randomized the velocity just at random, and I've also played around with the velocity of the first guitar melody and also lower down the velocity. So right now it sounds like this. Way friendlier or something. So right now let's link both of these elements to the mixer. So right now I've added this RC84 from Native Instruments, which is a reverb. Of course the RC20 using the Vinyl 2 preset, disabling the noise. And we're now going to use the Sound Doctor from Unison, and this one includes a crazy amount of presets. So let's pick melody, clean, and then pick clean delay. And as you can see, 4 effects pop up. So pushing this one to the background, and we could also randomize this one by pressing this button. Generate random effects. So let's use this one. So in the second guitar I've also used the clear delay, which sounds pretty cool. And of course some reverb from the Valhalla Vintage Verb, just to add some more room to the melody. So I want to add a lot of ambience to the beat. So right now the guitar melody sounds like this. So right now let's add another layer to the beat. So let's use a vintage synthesizer from Arturia. So let's use the Prophet VS5. Just let's pick a string. So let's pick the first one. This one sounds pretty cool. So we're now just pick a random note. So let's use this G. Don't go too crazy. So that's it, just leave it this way. Maybe reduce the volume a little bit. And we could also link this one to the mixer and add another Sound Doctor. So let's pick another preset. So let's use a chord preset. And as you can see, there are a lot of presets in this plugin. So just pick the Flutter Flange preset. You can also play around with the knobs, but I'm just gonna leave it on default. And also lower it down so it's a little bit more in the background. And right now also let's add a bass line, which we want to use when it comes to the arrangement. So I'm going to use Serum, and I'm going to use my Serum bass preset spec, and I'm going to use bass preset 4, which is a simple saw bass. And we could, I think, just copy the string melody into this one. Of course, pitch it down. Perfect. So now I'm going to add the drums, but I'm not going to show you too much details because this tutorial is all about creating all the melodies, especially the guitar melodies. So I just dragged in some random samples. So let's use this Spins 808. This one is already in C, so I'm going to create a square. And the easiest way to start off with an 808 is to just use the root note. And I have to come up with something a little bit more interesting right here. So let's use it that way. Right now, I'm adding this rim, and I'm just gonna add a simple rhythm. So this head pattern may look a little bit advanced. It also took me a while, so I'm not going to show you the full process in the tutorial, but right now it sounds like this. And this FLP will also be for free. So if you want this hi-hat pattern, just download the free FLP. Also the stems will be for free. And right now I'm going to add the open head, and this one really has to flow along with the 808. And this is something which is used in a lot of beats. So reduce the volume. Maybe the hi-hat is a little bit too long. And of course, make it a little bit more interesting by adding a snare. So right now, let's link all those drums to the mixer, and I'm adding a preset from an upcoming preset pack. So right now, I'm just giving the 808 some more drive. And let's even just make it a little bit more aggressive. So this one is not clipping yet, so let's boost it a little bit. So just the first few waveforms are hitting 0 and beyond. This is an easy trick how to make your 808 a little bit more aggressive and pumping. So right now I'm going to arrange this beat very quickly. So right mouse button on pattern 1 and then select split by channel. So right now select them all, holding shift and then drag them into the arrangement. Then just select them all, Ctrl C and then Ctrl B. Easy way how to copy back and forth. And first I just want to tease the guitar melody, so remove those ones. And then the bass line is coming in and the string. Remove those and then remove those ones again. Or maybe leave the bass chord in. Maybe shorten the bass right here before the 808 comes in. Maybe lower down the volume of the bass a little bit. Because when the bass is too loud, the 808 isn't that hard. Maybe just first, guitar melody 1. So this is still a simple arrangement, but right now I'm going to mix the beat and create a full beat, which will be for free. So you should be able to download all the stems, the MIDIs, everything when it comes to this project. So the link will also be in the description. So guys, this is the full beat. It took me a while to create this one. So first I want to show you a simple mixing trick, which people don't show that often, but it's just pretty simple. So when you link all your drums and melodies to the mixer, you could just easily pen this one. So I penned my rim, for example, 12%. So most of the times I'm using 6, 12 and 24%. So the rim to the left and then my head, so the hi-hat to the right. Also my snare to the right and then my open head to the left. So I'm separating the heads and I'm separating elements which contain mid frequencies. So I'm doing basically the same when it comes to the chord progression and the melodies. So my bass chord is penned to the left. The string is penned to the right even more. Then the guitar and the strings aren't playing that much together, so both are penned to the right, but one 24% and one 12%. And then guitar 2 is penned to the left, 12% again. It's just a simple trick for you as a beginner to improve your mixing. Definitely go and try it yourself. Also added some automation, which is basically a cutoff filter, so it removes the high frequencies. So right now we're gonna have a listen to the final result and I hope you enjoy it. I've also added this effect, simple FX. The transition when it comes to the beat could definitely be improved. Added this another guitar chord, this one. Build up. String coming in, so every 4 bars or 8 bars a new element is coming in, which keeps the beat interesting, but still enough room for the artist. So another bridge part. Main guitar melody. String coming in again. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful and gave you another insight on how to create guitar melodies. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this video and I hope to see you in one of my next tutorials.